In studio, it's mayoral candidate day, so to speak, number 3 out of 5. Now, we've only heard from 4, but that's not the point. So, mayoral candidate Jim Taliaferro is here. Welcome, Mr. Jim. Welcome back to KEEL.
Hey, thanks a bunch. Appreciate it.
Kick it off with the story you told off the radio about, and you can mention names.
I'm talking about my son, and he's in college here. Got out of Marines, came home. He's in college, going to finish college soon. And I said, "What's your plan?" He said, "I'm probably going to move, Mom." I said, "Why are you moving? Why won't you stay here?" And he said, "This city looks like a city that nobody cares about." And Jim, that broke my heart. And I don't know if a mayor can change it. Can one little old mayor can change that, really?
No, one little old mayor cannot, but the attitude of one little old mayor can. You know, the point is that we need to rebrand our attitude about where we live, where we call home, where we were born. I got to tell you that I was at Houghton and, Captain Street, Bird, thanks, Bird game, and I was passing out flyers, and a guy, I introduced myself, and, I gave him the flyer, and I says, like your vote, and he says, "I'm going to vote for you, but then I'm moving my company out of Shreveport."
What?
Yeah, and so then he was on a mission because I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. He couldn't get through the gate fast enough. Now, he may have been late or something like that, but all I could say was, give me a chance. Give me a chance. That is the attitude that we're bumping into every day, and that's why I bring up my 62.
When you say attitude, what do you mean?
Maybe it's despair. Maybe it's the despair. Maybe it's the loss. I don't even want to say it's loss of hope, because when you lose hope, as we all know, then you have truly lost everything. And I don't believe we have lost hope. I believe that we can do better in rebranding the attitude about where we live.
What do you do, nuts and bolts wise? What do you do? What actions will I see that will change things?
The actions that you're going to see is things that are going to be measurable, that people can actually see. What the mayor's responsibility is I say that be the cheerleader. I know that that's kind of simplistic, but the CAO of the city needs to change the attitude from the top down. If I'm upbeat, if I'm optimistic, if I'm saying we can do this, we can win together, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for someone to be the tip of the spear. We're looking for someone to say, "I got your back. We're going to do this together." And there are measurements, there are metrics that you will physically see that are going to say, we're going to turn this thing around. Yes, it's a large ship, and it's going to take a little while to turn it around, but don't underestimate the power of the people that are passionate about living here in Shreveport. I talk to them every day, and you got one cheerleader right here that says, we're going to do this together. We can win, and the point is that we can be better than we ever thought we could be.
Let us continue our nautical theme.
Ooh, nautical.
What's the first big iceberg?
The first big iceberg is taking a look at, obviously changing the way that we do business. I'm a strong proponent of customer service. I want to make sure that people that are going to operate businesses here get treated fairly. I want to make sure that people don't get increased in taxes. There are no new fees. I want to make sure that when you come down to City Hall, you get helped and not passed along from person to person to person. It is the cultural attitude in City Hall must be changed. Also, I know we're probably getting into a lot of this stuff, but every department needs to be audited. We need to find out where we're wasting money. And we all waste money, from our personal budgets to our business budgets. We all waste money. We just find out where that money is going and why we're paying, X amount of dollars to a nonprofit, or X amount of dollars to, let's say, the convention center, or X amount of dollars to anything, and look at Shreveport as running a business. I know a lot of people are going to say, it ain't like running a business, but yes, it is.
But when you say the attitude needs to change, people need to have customer service. You've got city workers who've been there years after years after years, and you're not going to change how they treat people overnight. Do you need new city workers? Do you need the ones who have bad attitudes to carry their butts? What
you need is managers and leaders within this department. Managers and leaders within the city that are responsible for the managing and leading of that department. Leaders' responsibility is to build other leaders. And it's the leader that sets the tone for others to follow. I think we've been in a state of complacency in this city. And any business book that you pick up, complacency will kill a business, because we get comfortable. Oh, we have a couple of successes here and there, and we're so busy touting, kind of ruffling our feathers, going, oh, look at us, look at us. We have to keep the pipeline full of opportunities, and I think that's where we're missing the boat in a lot of cases. So, yes, it is attitude, and I say it is an attitude of the leader, i.e. the CAO of the city. That's me, Chief Marketing Officer, whatever you want to call it. I say CEO because I'm the Chief Encouragement Officer. It's my responsibility to actually translate my optimism to the people down below, and hopefully they'll do the same thing. I used to tell cops all the time is that if I take care of you, my internal customer, as a chief of police, my internal customer, you can't help but take care of your external customers the same way that you're treated. That's fundamental.